All right, welcome back to Helen P. Brown Natatorium. We're here for the boys sectional finals. A little excitement in the air. People getting ready to rock and roll. WRNS production. Here again with Suzanne Kaiser. Appreciate you alongside for my color and my play-by-play. What do we got to look forward to? Oh, I guess we got results from...
We do have results from the diving this morning for anyone who wasn't with us at the time. There were 8 divers this morning, and I can share the results with you in reverse order. In 8th place was Harrison Smith of Homestead. 7th place, Brandon Buzz from Carroll High School. 6th, Tristan Wild from Concordia. 5th, Thomas Hoon from Carroll. And then the top 4 places will all go on to compete at the regional at Hamilton Southeastern High School on Tuesday night. And that will be Kyle Anderson from Homestead, Marcus Roberts from Snider, Adam Carr from Carroll, and Brendan Waite from Homestead. So we want to congratulate all of them.
Absolutely.
And it was a
moving on.
fun morning watching the boys. They were working on some touchpad problems down in lane 8, and it looks like they're still testing it out, but hopefully they've got that worked out.
What do we got coming up first?
Well, we've got the Medley Relay. There'll be 2 heats. In Heat 1, there'll be 2 lanes, lane 4 and 5, north side and Wayne. And then in the second heat, all 8 lanes will be filled. Just to remind people of how all of this works, sectional finals are today. Every individual event will have 2 heats. The second heat will be your top 8 swimmers, your 8 fastest swimmers. And the goal, of course, is to get yourself to state. There are basically 3 ways to do that. You win your event, you go on to state. Every event has a state cut time. It is a challenging time. It's based upon state results from last year in that particular event. So any swimmer who makes the state cut time will also go straight on to state. There is no regional, there is no semi-state in swimming. There is in diving, but not in swimming. And then the third way to get to state is every event has 32 spots in it for state. There are 20 sectionals, so 20 spots will be taken by sectional champions, and then there'll be a handful of other kids who make the state cut time who didn't win their event. And then whatever is left, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots, they'll go look at the final results from the entire state and take the next fastest times to fill those.
But the cut times are set today. They know whether they win the event or not. If they meet that cut time, obviously difficult to do, but if they meet that, they're in. Yep. So this is an exciting day for kids to punch their ticket to the state championship. Again, just sorry for that. I've got a little technical. I'm doing tech directing and a little play-by-play here, so we got a little tech issues we're dealing with. Again, our crew working hard, trying to make sure we bring you the best broadcast. Looks like we might be getting set here possibly for the – they're still working on the touchpad.
Yeah, they are.
So we have some issues out there. Again, this is WRNS Productions live from Helen P. Brown Natatorium, bringing you the boys' sectional finals, swim finals. We had the dive this morning. Any standouts today that we look forward to or that
there will be some records broken, I would imagine, and it's always fun when somebody makes a state cut time. You'll often have winners who don't make the state cut time, but if you have a winner who makes the state cut time, maybe a second place finisher who makes a state cut time, that's super exciting. We have sectional records, so your top swimmers are always hoping to set a record. You've got seniors who are swimming perhaps for the last time, so everybody's out there at least trying to have their personal best times. And that's that's one of the cool things about swimming is it's great to come in first or second or third place, but you're always competing against yourself and your previous swims and your best time. So that's the ultimate goal in swimming is just to keep getting better.
And again, in this particular thing, like I said, for some of them, this might be their last swim in their, basically of their career as far as competitively. So coming in, giving it your best foot forward, showing that you worked for 4 years to get to this point where you are at the sectional level and you're competing for that opportunity. And so, yeah, you definitely want to have a good showing at the end, and you can walk away proud for your high school career and say, hey, you know what, this was my best day, or I did the best I could on that day.
And truthfully, the majority of these kids will be done after today. It's going to be a handful of kids. You can only have so so many kids winning an event, and then maybe a few others that get state cut times. But most of them are here. They're happy to be here. They got through Thursday. So this is the final. So they've already made one accomplishment by swimming on Saturday. But only the best of the best get to move on from here.
Absolutely. Again, want to thank Helen P. Brown Natatorium and the Southside crew for allowing us here. All the volunteers helping out, timers, scorers, meet workers. It takes a whole crew to bring this together, to bring these events to you. I know I work a lot of athletic events back at Snider High School, and, always looking for teachers to step up, help out, get involved, because it just takes a bunch of people to put these events on. So anything, it doesn't matter what it is. So, again, appreciate the volunteers coming out and helping out today. And we are hoping here, it looks like they're still messing with the touchpad, so we're just going to sit back and kind of see what's going to happen here. I don't know what happens if you don't get it working.
I don't know. I mean, they have backups, but this is a backup. They already brought this one in, so I'm not sure. It's kind of interesting because it's not at the start and finish end of the pool, but at the other end, and I had never ever really noticed they had touch pads at the other end. But in the big meets, they've got, they pull out all the stops and make sure everything's working. We have a handful of parents here this afternoon. The rule that they settled on was one parent per senior swimmer, so not every swimmer has a parent here. I know from the kids' perspective, the swimmers, they're super disappointed not to have the girls' teams here. The girls' teams are what brings the energy to the event, what brings the excitement, and typically, and then the boys, typically do it for the girls' sectionals, but they all get together. They have costumed themes that they come dressed in, and they're very, very loud. And as a parent, you really don't want to sit amongst the teams, the girls' teams and the swimmers. But that's what brings the excitement in these kids. They want that adrenaline. They want that noise to get them fired up, to help them get their best times. So we certainly miss our girls here because that adds a lot to the event. And typically this place is packed. So they have to obviously make a lot of changes. The place is packed, and people and parents and swimmers, the girls, they get here literally hours ahead of time to get themselves a good spot.
And, I said about all athletics, cross-board, professional, amateur, high school, whatever it is. I mean, motivation comes a lot from your crowd, a lot from your fans, like your parents being there, grandparents motivating you, and how to self-motivate, which maybe in the future will be a good thing for these kids because they've had to struggle with that this season, had to learn the adversity of, because, again, I can't imagine going out, I'm a MMA, mixed martial arts fight fan, and going fight somebody with nobody pushing the envelope, and you got to self-motivate. Same thing here. It's kind of individualized. You're in the pool by yourself without that crowd pushing you, and like you said, the girls team, whoever it is, giving you that spark. I mean, it's difficult. Yeah. So maybe in the future it will help them to look back on and say, hey, you know what? I did that at Sectional. I ended up getting my best time, and I pushed myself. There was no one else there kicking me along the way. So hopefully they take something positive out of it and can use it for a lifelong lesson, because I just can't imagine. It would be very difficult to perform at the highest level without that adrenaline, like you said, adrenaline kick to push you.
Yeah, because it's typically a very loud event, and today it's a very quiet event. You get some cheering, from some parents, but it's not quite the same as a room full of teenage girls.
Correct. And they're still down there working on the problem. Well, looks like we have a major issue. They're calling the head coaches over for a meeting. Could be that they can't get that lane operational. That would definitely throw a wrench in the entire scramble today.
It would. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Like I said, we're unclear. We're not getting any direction from anybody of our officials, but they are calling all the coaches over. So there seems to be some kind of technical issue down there in lane 8. Hopefully they can come with a resolve here, resolution to the issue. Again, this is WRNS Productions, Snider High School. Thanks to Principal Chad Hissong bringing the program back. Athletic Director Steve Zimbo been very supportive, helping out, making sure that we have the stuff we need to bring these broadcasts to you. And again, I think it's just, we talked about earlier, just opportunity, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins get a chance to tune in and watch their cousins or grandkids swim or play basketball, whatever it is. I know that we did the gymnastics meet 3 weeks ago, and I got an email from a grandparent from Arizona that had never seen their granddaughter compete.
Yeah, well, there you go. There's always, something good to come of it, and I don't know what your intentions are, but maybe some of this can continue even when there are spectators allowed, because it's a great experience for everybody. And I know for the kids, then they can go home and watch their performance. They can bring it back up, again, whatever sport it is. But we went home and watched a few races Thursday night after we were here, so they can see themselves and how they perform and critique and what can I work on and where's my weakness.
And I absolutely found that very interesting because, again, when the gymnastics meet, I have one of the gymnasts in class, and the next day I said, oh, we're up to 877 views. She said, well, 800 were me. So, so they are going home and watching, critiquing their performances, watching other performances, which, again, brings interesting dynamics in the IHSAA and sanction because, you see trading tapes. You only got to trade one tape or whatever. But with this, coaches are obviously out there looking at it. They're checking the talent out, the other teams. So there might be some protocols down the road. But, yes, we plan on continuing. Next year we're hoping to have an entire sports broadcasting class that will be our concentration game of the week. Students will do all of the prep work, pre-interviews, pre-game statistics, stats, and information, and then present the game, which hopefully at that point in time we'll have students doing what we are doing, doing the call on the game, kids that are interested in particular sports getting the opportunity to.
That'd be great.
So that's the goal and objective of going forward in our program, is that we would be full-blown. Right now, other than these swimming events, because we only need one person because we've got static cameras, it's been completely the kids. My wife has been dumbfounded when she comes to the events and the kids are setting up equipment, moving equipment, getting their cameras where they want them. And then, again, the tech director, as Aubrey's doing today, settles in, and she's calling the shots. She's telling kids to move their cameras. So so that's the objective, is student, run, student produced, broadcast, and I'm just there in case there's something that breaks down, wheel falls off the wagon. So,
well, there's nothing like hands-on learning. I mean, there's things you just can't learn from a book or in a classroom. So this is been wonderful experience for the students and the opportunity that you're bringing to all these other people who, for whatever reason, can't or couldn't view a sport. It's been, for as bad as the situation is this year for COVID and what it's done to schools and what it's done to sports, this is certainly a silver lining that you and your program have been able to provide. And we still don't know. They're down there. The coaches are meeting. We're not sure what is going on here now. Even we don't know. We again. Nothing to say on this. We can't speculate on what their discussion is. Nobody's in the water working on the pads anymore. I don't know if that's a good sign or not. All right, the meeting broke up, so we'll just see what happens next. Time. We got National Anthem. Again, we're still waiting here. We're hoping to get some sort of informational soon. They're still looking at that lane 8 touchpad. They're still eyeballing it, trying to figure out what's going on. So we have no official announcement, no official word on what's going to happen here. So we're just kind of in the holding pattern, waiting to see what's going to happen. Nothing official from anybody at this point. They are testing the touch pads at the start-finish end, and those are all working fine. You can tell on the board because they're touching them, and they're all coming in places. So that end is fine, and I don't know. Maybe they can carry on without the far-end touch pads. Again, there you go. Once again, live broadcasting. You're not sure what to expect, and this is what we get. We got to deal with what we have in hand, and we're going to wait it out and see
we get the official word of what is happening here. Kind of like, I guess if the backboard breaks, you can't continue on. I mean, you got to have, especially in an event like this, all 8 lanes are filled. I mean, it'd be difficult to shuffle lanes and move people and move heats.
I don't know how they would handle that. I can say, here we go. So from my family's perspective, big IU basketball fan, so the longer this takes, the less overlap there is with the IU game today. So somebody's seeing a silver lining here.
They're just announcing the officials and the teams that are represented today. And we'll get ready for the national anthem here, folks, so please. Okay, so we're getting ready here for the medley relay. The swimmers are approaching the block area at this time.
All right, I've got a little bit of an update on what was going on, and what the swimmers and the coaches have been told is that if a swimmer feels their swim is affected by the messed up lane 8 bulkhead, they will be able to re-swim the whole heat later. So apparently they didn't get it fixed. But it is, again, and not the start-finish touchpad, which would be a much bigger concern, but the one at the far end. So the swimmers then, if they feel, and I'm not sure what would promote that decision, but they are going to acknowledge that lane 8 shouldn't be at any sort of disadvantage, obviously. So there may be the possibility of a reswim at some point. So the first event is the Medley Relay, where you'll have 4 swimmers, each one swimming a different stroke. The first heat is just the 2 lanes, lane 4 and lane 5, north side in lane 4, Wayne in lane 5. And the sectionals have begun. These 2 swimmers are about as close as they can be. Their arms are even in sync. They were, till I said that. All right, then you have your second swimmers into the water, and they will be swimming the breaststroke. It's not really surprising that their closest seed times here are less than half a second apart from the times they swam on Thursday night. Now, that being said, a team has the option of changing swimmers from Thursday to Friday, or to Saturday, which is not really that uncommon at all. So you will see some changes in some seed times, or in some result times compared to the seed times. And Northside seems to be coming out a little bit stronger here. Our third swimmers swimming the butterfly.
Yeah, Northside stretched the lead here. Looking pretty strong at this point.
And the medley always ends with the freestyle, your fastest stroke. All right, Wayne's got a strong swimmer there swimming last, and he is closing the gap fast, so it could end up being a quite close race here.
Definitely close that gap.
That is.
Coming on strong.
He's about to pass him. Oh, they're pushing hard. There you go.
Wow.
Nice strong finish.
Made up a lot of ground.
Strong finish for Wayne. And I should mention that the state cut time for this event is 1:36.77. So just like with the individual events, if a relay team makes that state cut time, even if they don't win the event, they'll still go on to state. Heat 2, we've got Snider in lane 1, Bishop Dwenger in 2, Concordia in 3, Homestead in 4, Carroll in 5, Canterbury in lane 6, Bishop Lures in lane 7, and Northrop in lane 8. For those of you not as familiar with swimming, lane 4 is always going to have the fastest seed time, whether it's a relay or an individual event. The next 2 fastest times will be on either side, lanes 3 and 5, and the seed times move out from there. The rules of the sectionals are that any swimmer can swim 2 individual events and 2 relays, although you will sometimes have swimmers opt to swim all 3 relays, and then they can only be in 1 individual event. There are those 3 middle lanes, as close as they can be, Concordia, Homestead, and Carroll. Homestead touching first, Concordia second, Carroll third, Northrop fourth, Snider 5, Dwenger 6, Canterbury 7, and Bishop Lures 8. With the breaststroke, Homestead's holding on to a lead. Followed very closely by Carroll and then Concordia. Pretty big gap between 3 and 4, Snider in 4th, Dwenger in 5th, Canterbury 6th. Northrop in 7 and Lures in 8. Here we go after the butterfly. Homestead still holding on to a lead, now over Carroll. Concordia 3rd. Snider 4, Dwenger 5. Here comes the finish. They're both challenging for the state cut time, and they're both going to get the state cut time. Homestead first, Carroll second, Concordia 3rd. Snider 4, Dwenger 5, Canterbury 6. Northrop 7, and Bishop Lures 8. So what do we have here? 2 state cut times with Homestead and Carroll. Homestead coming in first. The record in this event was set by Carroll 2 years ago. That was not broken. Now the swimmers get a little bit of time in the water to cool down. There are only 2 events or 2 heats in each event today, but it will not run as quickly as it may seem because of times like this when they get to cool down. There'll also be some awards presented, which is, among other good things, good for the swimmers. Some of these kids swim back-to-back events, especially if they go from a relay to an individual event, and they just need that time to catch their breath in between so they can put out their best performance with each time they're in the water. So that's going to be a good start, a fun start for Homestead and Carroll to know that they both have that first relay going to state. All right, our second event, the boys 200-yard freestyle. Heat 1, in lane 1, Harrison Vonberg. Lane 2, Evan Hunt. 3, Patrick Harold. 4, Michael Imler. 5, Thomas McComb. 6, Noah Shearer. 7, Robbie Bergeron. And lane 8, Henry Steele.
And the cut time on this is?
1 minute, 43.09. All right, we're waiting on lane 2. There he is. All right, the 200-yard freestyle. State cut time, 1:43.09. The record was set 2 years ago by Julian Norman with a 1:41.41. Early in the race, you got Noah Shearer coming in first, Thomas McComb second, Imler third, Evan Hunt fourth, Patrick Harold 5, Harris Bonberg 6. And at the halfway part, Shearer with a pretty substantial lead. Second place, McComb. Third, Imler. Fourth, Hunt. 5, Harold. 6, Bonberg. 7, Bergeron. 8, Steele. All right, so as we finish up, we're going to have Noah Shearer, a senior from Carroll, coming in well under his seat time. A little bit of a battle for second here with McComb and then Imler. Fourth place, another battle. Hunt over Harold. Sixth place, Bonberg. 7, Bergeron. 8, Steele. That was heat 1. Heat 2, lane 1, Riley Foote. Lane 2, Noah Maskell. Lane 3, Owen Dankert. Lane 4, Chandler Lip. Lane 5, Owen Lindsay. 6, Thomas Hill. 7, Drew Whelan. And lane 8, Alex Aylward. We got 3 freshmen swimming in this heat. The finals heat, and again, state cut time 1:43.09. After the first 50, Chandler Lip first, Dankert second, Lindsay third, Maskell 4, Hill 5, Aylward 6, Foote 7, Whelan 8. All right, and at the halfway point, we have Lip first, Dankert second, Lindsay third, Maskell 4, Hill 5, Foote 6, Whelan 7, Aylward 8. We're going to have a real battle here for first place between two Carroll teammates.
Neck and neck, pushing each other.
Dankert's coming on strong in lane 3. Got him a little bit out of the turn, I think. They're going to be right together. They may have both made the state cut time. Lip first, Dankert second, Lindsay third, Hill 4, Maskell 5. And they did both come in under the state cut time. Foot 6, Whelan 7th, Aylward 8th. So your first two finishers again made the state cut time. Teammates from Carroll, a senior and a sophomore. All right, congratulations to all swimmers. A little bit of a cool down time. I don't know, it'll be fun to see if we get state cut times and with each winner and so far second place also. Like I said, you can't base a whole lot off of Thursday night seed times, especially with your top swimmers, because they intentionally are going to hold back a little bit so they can put it all out there today, set records, make state cut times, and go on to swim another week. All right, presenting the top 8 places. Lots of good sportsmanship in swimming. There always is. Lots of these guys may go to different high schools, but they know each other from club programs. They know each other from summer swim. They're always supportive and high-fiving and congratulating each other, and that's one of the great things you like to see in any sport. Our next event is the boys 200 IM. Heat 1, Lane 1, RJ Garcia. Lane 2, Colin Francis. Lane 3, Vaughn Hendrickson. Lane 4, Henry Von Berg. Lane 5, Louis Frucci. Lane 6, Sam Heller. Lane 7, William Miller. And again, the IM, one swimmer now, swimming 50 yards of each stroke. All right, they hit the wall, they transition into the backstroke. After that, they'll swim breaststroke and finish up with freestyle. All right, at the halfway point, we've got Louis Frucci with a pretty comfortable lead over second place. Hendrickson, third Heller, fourth Vonberg, fifth Francis, sixth place Garcia, and seventh Miller. State cut time in the IM is 1:54.12. All right, and here we come into the wall with the finish, and it is Louis Frucci in first, Hendrickson in second, Vonberg in third, Heller fourth, Colin Francis fifth, William Miller in sixth, and R.J. Garcia in seventh place. The next heat, we will have our top 8 seed times. You also have a last year's winner and record setter at the 2020 sectionals, Cameron Luarde from Homestead, swimming again today. In lane 1, we have Dimitri Panigutu. Lane 2, Elliot Lochner. Lane 3, Nick Eddy. Lane 4, Cameron Luarde. Lane 5, Adam McGurdy. Lane 6, Joshua Lee. Lane 7, Austin McGrogan. And lane 8, Aiden Gleave. And again, your state cut time is 1:54.12. Coming into the wall after the butterfly, you've got Luarde in first, McCurdy in second, Gleave in third, Paniotu in fourth, Lee in fifth, Lochner, Eddy, Gleave. After the backstroke, Luarde, McCurdy, Gleave, McGrogan, Lee, Paniotu, Lochner, Eddy. And after the breaststroke, the top 2 swimmers have certainly separated themselves from everyone else. You got Luarde, McCurdy, Lee, Paniotu, McGrogan, Gleave, Eddy, Lochner. And finishing strong into the wall, Luarde first, McCurdy second, both of those with state cut times. and I believe a new sectional record. Lee third, Panayiotou 4, Gleave 5, McGrogan 6, Eddie 7, Lochner 8. So checking the times again. Your top 2 swimmers making the state cut time. Homestead and Carroll swimmers.
I mean, again, they're looking at that. Is that normal? I mean, we're getting a lot of those state cut times being caught.
I think it's not unusual, especially with your winner. But even those coming in second, and you're going to see just a lot of that out of Homestead and Carroll. Okay. They've got a really strong club program. They've got the luxury of a pool at their school, which is always a great benefit. And the kids work really hard, and the coaches are really committed. So good for them. Good for them.
Right, absolutely. Just like I said, I didn't know how often you had the 1-2 punch. To get, like I said, coming out of one section, or you get, I mean, most of these events so far, we had the 1-2 that both are going down the state.
And who knows, it might happen all day. Cameron Luarde also broke his own record. So we'll have a new sectional record set today by well over a second. Of course, he's got his sights set on much bigger things, I'm sure, than even sectional records at this point. Congratulations to the top 8 swimmers in the IM. The next event is the boys 50-yard freestyle, the shortest race, the fastest race, and often a very close, exciting race. The first heat, lane 1, Justin Baird. Lane 2, Elijah Mackey. Lane 3, Nicholas Deppner. Lane 4, Jack Lutterbeck. Lane 5, Teddy McComb. Lane 6, Jack Najeski. Lane 7, Nick Hall. Lane 8, Kevin Chan. State cut time in this event is a 21:21. All right, down and back, and it's over. First place, Lutterbeck. Second place, McComb. Third place, Najetski. Fourth, Mackey. 5, Deppner. 6, Hall. 7, Baird. 8, Chan. Heat 2. Lane 1, Freddie Henderson. Lane 2, Tyler Kaiser. Lane 3, Luke Lawson. Lane 4, Finn Brooks. Lane 5, Chandler Marsh. Lane 6, Joseph Hammis. Lane 7, Evan Bushong. Lane 8, Noah Welter. State cut time 21:21. And again, this is a race that can stay close all the way through. Barring something unusual, Finn Brooks will probably have himself a decent lead, but the other 7 spots could really go to anybody. All right, here we come into the wall. Finn Brooks, Marsh, Lawson. Bushong, Hammis, Henderson, Kaiser, Welter. Let's see about our records here. State cut times. Finn Brooks makes the state cut time. Nobody else did. Brooks didn't quite get the sectional record, but he did get a state cut time and a first place finish. And now we have a break. All right, this is in every other non-COVID year when we would be having the dive finals. The dive finals all took place this morning with your top 4 finishers going on to the regionals on Tuesday. If you didn't hear that announcement earlier, that would be Kyle Anderson, Marcus Roberts, Adam Carr, and Brendan Waite going on to swim or to dive on Tuesday. So the swimmers get a little bit of a break here, time to rest, and then we will pick it up with the 100-yard butterfly after the break.
Okay, we're going to step away from the microphone for a minute. We'll continue here. Thanks for tuning in. WRNS Productions, Snider High School, Florida Community Schools, bringing you live sectional championship swimming here. Thanks to all of our crew, production crew, Aubrey Ankerbrook on tech director, Suzanne Kaiser on the call, and Doug Kaiser on my cameras here. Again, thanks to Helen Brown Natatorium for having us down, Southside hosting the event and allow us to come in and broadcast for you. If you've not yet, please subscribe to Panther Pause, P-A-U-S-E 2.0 on your YouTube channel. Help us out. The more subscribers you get, we can look to monetize this and hope to make some money for the program. Again, if you're enjoying the broadcast, please subscribe. Panther Pause, P-A-U-S-E 2.0 YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Thanks. We'll be back on the mic in a moment. Okay, we're back here. Got some team scores, including the dive scores figured in there. So, Suzanne, what you got for us on this?
All right, we've got 11 teams here today, and in 11th place would be Southside, 10th place Northside, 9th Wayne, 8th Northrop, 7 Canterbury, 6 Lures, 5 Bishop Dwenger, 4 Snider, 3 Concordia, 2 Homestead, and first place is Carroll. Those top 2 teams right now are only 2 points apart. Carroll has 213 points, Homestead has 211. After that, you've got almost a 100-point drop to Concordia at 112.
And they will award a team sectional championship.
Yes. Okay. And again, the points earned this morning from the 8 divers also contributes to their to the team score. The diving is considered an individual event, just like all these other individual events.
And we have 7 events left here coming up, is what we say.
I believe that is correct.
And again, my swimming knowledge is gaining vastly by a moment as I just absorb everything going on around me, listen to the parents talking. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Again, WRNS Productions, Fort Wayne Community Schools, LTV 54, Tim Moriarty, and Elizabeth Lord carrying the technical support from downtown. Appreciate all the help. And again, I hope so. If you are enjoying it, please subscribe to Panther Paws, PAUSE 2.0 YouTube channel. The more subscribers, again, the opportunity to maybe monetize this sometime in the future so we can do bigger and better things coming up. Again, every production we try to add elements to it, create a better broadcast for our fans and people and our students. One of the big things we're looking at, we're using the second camera on the scoreboard, but we're trying to get the digital scoreboard software for the football games, basketball games, which will be an integrated part and another technical skill kids can learn. And so hopefully for coming up I'm hoping for baseball season, we'll have an actual low, just like you see on the professional broadcast, a low bottom line scoreboard, running clocks, running fouls and penalties. And so that's awesome.
Great.
Yeah, just adding elements as we go. Here we go. Getting ready for the next event.
Boys 100-yard butterfly. The first heat, Giovanni Espinoza in lane 1. Lane 2, Caleb Walsh. Lane 3, Teddy McComb. Lane 4, Patrick Harold. Lane 5, Luke Rietzert. Lane 6, Holden Robbins. Lane 7, Kevin Chan. State cut time, 51:24.
And we're going to knock on wood because so far that lane 8 issue has not come into play.
No, I don't believe it has. Nothing that we've heard of. All right, at the halfway point, you've got Patrick Harold, Rietzert, Robbins, McComb, Walls, Chan. And Espinoza. All right, and you finish, you have Patrick Harold in first, Luke Rietzert, Teddy McComb in third, Holden Robbins 4, Caleb Walsh 5, Kevin Chan in 6th, and Giovanni Espinoza in 7th. All right, the guys are getting in the water, and heat 2 is stepping up for the finals heat. Lane 1, Max Heisler. 2, Aiden Gleave. 3, Ethan Dalton. 4, Finn Brooks. 5, Adam McCurdy. 6, Spencer Kern. 7, Zach Purnell. And 8, Noah Welter. State cut time, 51:24. sectional record, 47.51, set a year ago by Tristan DeWitt. All right, Finn Brooks has himself about a half a body lead going into the wall at the halfway mark over Kern, Dalton, McCurdy, Welter, Purnell, Cleve, Heisler. State cut time 51:24. And there is quite a fight for second place here. Brooks is going to come into the wall first. McCurdy, Kern, Dalton. Cleve, Purnell, Welter. And you've got, I think, all four of them with the state cut time. Yep, the top four finishers all with the state cut time. Brooks, McCurdy, Kern, Dalton headed to state.
That's awesome. Yeah. Punching their ticket to state and getting 4 in one heat, one event. That's awesome right there. A great swimming, great pushing each other. They battled down at the end for that second and third place. That's a great event right there, and just said bring 4 out of our sectional. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and it looks, and like I said, there are 20 sectionals around the state, and this is not happening at every sectional. We have a very strong sectional. You're going to have some down around Indianapolis where you've got the same types of results, but there are many sectionals around the state where the winner is nowhere near the state cut time. So we have a really, really strong sectional here.
And, that's kind of interesting when you talk about, again, across the state and all the different sports and stuff like that. And again, you get stuck in a sectional that has a strong program, and it kind of, again, hinders your progress.
Stuck is
yeah. Well, I mean, I remember back in the day, when Snider had some really, really good baseball teams, but their sectional was so tough that you get knocked out of sectionals because your sectional being that tough. So I mean, like I said, same thing here. A lot of kids that in another sectional somewhere part of the state
absolutely.
would be going through the state punching their ticket, and here because of the competition. So
yeah, I know some swimmers quite personally who would look at the results in the paper the next day from sectionals around the state. Oh my goodness, could have won here, could have won there, but it's the luck of the draw. And there was a time when Carolyn Homestead wasn't in this sectional. I don't know when that shift occurred, but my girls swam here in the 2006, 2008, and those two teams weren't in our sectional. So Snider swimmers back then, we sent quite a few swimmers to state. Something changed along the way, and they realigned sectionals. I'm not sure when that happened.
Well, and again, obviously, Fort Community Schools, we've lost several schools over the years, Elmhurst and such, so you got to readjust, realign things. East Down, I believe East Down lost Harding, so that happens where you got to bring the schools together. Here we got the results coming up here.
Yeah, and forward cuts in the butterfly. Butterfly's a grueling stroke. I mean, that takes some tremendous upper body strength, and so that's impressive in that we've got this many strong swimmers coming out and headed down to state. Your winner, Finn Brooks from Concordia, and then you've got one Carroll and two head Homestead swimmers. All right, your next event, boys 100-yard freestyle. Heat 1, Lane 1, Luke Biebrick. Lane 2, Sam Heller. Lane 3, Henry Vonberg. Lane 4, Nick Deppner. Lane 5, Jack Boliva. Lane 6, Jacob. And Jack Deckard. And lane 7, Nick Hall. Lane 8, Justin Baird. State cut time, 46:92. All right, at the halfway mark, we've got Jacob Voliva in first, Deppner second, Heller third, Deckert fourth, Vonberg fifth, Biebrick sixth. And to finish the event, got kind of tight there for first and second, but you've got Deppner, Voliva, Heller, Deckard, Vonberg, Baird, Hall, and Biebrick. Heat 2, Lane 1, Joshua Coomer. Lane 2, Zach Shaw. Lane 3, Owen Lindsay. Lane 4, Chandler Lip. Lane 5, Joseph Hammes. Lane 6, Tyler Kaiser. Lane 7, Ben Morton. Lane 8, Louis Frici. State cut time, 46.92. Sectional record set 3 years ago, 45.99 by Scott Hodson. All right, coming into the wall at the halfway mark, we have Lip, Hammes, Lindsay, Kaiser, Shaw, Morton, Frucci, Coomer. All right, you got a nice long lead by Chandler Lip, and then the second with the Homestead swimmer, and a battle for third down there. Lip, Lindsay, Hammes Kaiser, Shaw, Morton, Coomer, or Frucci, Coomer.
Wait.
Times, let's see, what do we have here? 46.92. Your winner, Chandler Lip, had the state cut time, and that was the only one there. He won by a considerable length. But some good times in that heat. Nice to see kids again high-fiving each other and fist bumping each other. It's good sportsmanship in this sport.
Once again, thanks for tuning in this afternoon for the live sectional boys swim here at Helen P. Brown Natatorium, WRNS Productions, Snider High School, Fort Community Schools. again, very exciting event there again, coming down to the end, to the wire in a couple of places. Game of inches, again, as you look at it, .01 separated third and fourth place. So, I mean, just that last tap, getting that stretched out arm can make a difference in a heat like that when they're so tight.
Yes, and now we move into the 500-yard freestyle, the longest event of the day. 2 heats. Heat 1 in lane 2, Henry Steele. Lane 3, Evan Hunt. Lane 4, Michael Imler. Lane 5, Robbie Bergeron. Lane 6, Benjamin Lemming. And lane 7, Joshua Walls. The state cut time here is 4:41.41, and they're in the water. Okay,
and after Thursday night watching this prelim event on this is mine. I think I just get at the lazy river down there at Wolf Lodge and just float down it because I don't think I'm swimming any 500. So
yeah, I said the butterfly is a tough one for all the upper body strength, and then this one is a challenging race for a completely different reason, obviously, and an endurance event. And the longest endurance event you have in a high school meet. You'll see longer ones in the club meets, but in high school, the 500 is as long as it gets.
Again, I think I just go down the lazy river on my little inner tube and watch the kids swim because, nope, I'm not doing 500. So, again, once again, thanks for tuning in this afternoon. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. If you are, give some shout-outs, any emails to people that you might want to let them know we're doing a good job, or give us some information, please do so. And again, thanks for tuning in. And if you have not as of yet, please subscribe to Panther Pause, P-A-U-S-E 2.0 YouTube channel. Again, thanks to Suzanne Kaiser, Doug Kaiser, and Aubrey Ankerbrook coming out today to help provide the technical support and the color commentary, my camera crew, to make this broadcast happen. And, it takes, again, this whole event. We talk about all the volunteers, people involved. In order to run an event this size, you have to have many, many people involved, and we appreciate all of them coming out to make this sectional happen. Thanks to IHSAA for giving us the opportunity to bring this to you, and also to Snider High School Principal Chad Hissong for his support of the program and allowing these things to happen. And LTV 54, again, they do a great job technical support. As a matter of fact, this morning, I hate to admit it, I had to make a phone call out to Elizabeth Lord Carey, make a shout out to her, and get a little technical support on creating the diving scoreboard and the appropriate positioning. So I appreciate her support and help all the time, always willing to give knowledge and information to me and to the students. They're just a great resource for any broadcasting program in the Fort Wayne Community Schools area. So appreciate them greatly.
All right, I don't know exactly at what point we are at, if that was a halfway mark, but in first you've got Robbie Bergeron, second Imler, third Evan Hunt. Those top 3 are probably going to stick together right up till toward the end, and then somebody's going to take off. They're all kind of letting each other set the pace, and then probably somebody's going to kick it in and then just let the others try to catch up with them. 4th place Lemming, 5th place Steele, 6th place Waltz.
Again, and definitely we talk about Thursday night strategy involved to staying together, knowing your pace, knowing you're not outdoing yourself. Maybe one of them is because they want to stay up with that group.
Yeah, sure.
And so come to the last leg, they could be burnt. They could be gassed at the end because they wanted to stay up. They didn't want to get too far behind. So there's just definitely strategy in a long race like this, looking what you're capable of doing, how much ground you can make up if you conserve gas for the last section. So definitely.
It takes a lot of discipline in knowing your race, because any of these kids could go out in the first 100 and just turn it on, and they have to show some discipline and know what they're capable of so they don't lose it all at the end.
Absolutely, and that's definitely strategy and discipline and control, because again, you know that first length you could be blowing by everybody, but then you got nothing left in the tank to finish the race out.
Bergeron, Hunt, and Imler at that point. Yeah, so we've got kind of two separate races going here with the top three sticking together. So again, now it's Bergeron, Hunt, and Imler still. All right, the sounding of the cowbell tells us that the leader just touched the wall for the last 50, and that was Robbie Bergeron, followed by Evan Hunt and Michael Imler. In fourth place, we have Lemming, fifth, Steele, 6 Walls.
And here we go.
Yep. Robbie Bergeron still holding on. Lane 3 is going to push him hard.
Gaining ground, yep. It's going to be a tight one.
And Bergeron, Hunt, and Imler for 1, 2, 3. Again, your state cut time is 4:41.41. Looks like a lot of these guys took off time from Thursday night's time, which is what you hope to see every time you swim. All right, and congratulations to Steele and Walsh, who also took a considerable amount of time off from Thursday night's prelims. Heat 2, the finals heat. In lane 1, you've got Alex Aylward. Lane 2, Daniel Lopez. 3, Noah Maskell. 4, Owen Dankert. 5, Thomas Hill. Lane 6, Luke Ritzert. Lane 7, Riley Foote. Lane 8, Jack Lutterbeck. State cut time 4:41. The sectional record was set 3 years ago by Julian Norman. All right, let's see how this is playing out here. Lane 4, Owen Dankert in the lead. And again, the top 3 staying pretty close. Maskell in second. Oh, they have them at dead even there between Maskell and Hill at that turn. 4th place, Lopez. 5, Ritzert. 6 Foote. 7, Aylward. And 8, Lutterbeck. Dankert extending his lead. Hill in second now with Maskell in third. Fourth, Daniel Lopez. Fifth, Riley Foote. Sixth, Luke Ritzert. 7, Alex Aylward. 8, Jack Lutterback. And there's the cowbell indicating the last 50. Owen Dankert with a substantial lead.
Again, just my limited time here at the 500, but free. But the cowbell, just a little back to Saturday Night Live. Need more cowbell. Just reminds me each time I hear that.
Hill in second now. Maskell third. Owen Dankert coming into the wall well under the state cut time. I don't know if he set the record or not. Yes, he did by 1/10 of a second. Good for him. Second place, Thomas Hill. Third, Maskell. Fourth, Lopez. Fifth, Foote. Sixth, Ritzert. Seven, Aylward. 8, Lutterbeck. So we have 1 state cut time, 1 sectional record set. Congratulations to Owen Dankert of Carroll High School, a sophomore.
And again, I was impressed with that Thursday night because he swims some of the shorter ones, then comes back and swims the distance.
Yep.
So showing his versatility, like I said, his stamina, and plus his speed in the shorter events. So Dankert definitely impressed me with those skills.
The guys are going to have a cool down period, and then we'll give the awards, but then the next event will be the 200-yard freestyle relay.
Again, once again, if you're enjoying the broadcast, please subscribe to YouTube channel Panther Pause, PAUSE 2.0.
Exhausted, but very happy. Both of the last two relays will only be one heat. There were only 8 teams entered on Thursday night, so all 8 came back. So we'll have only one heat of the 200-yard free relay. In lane 1, Wayne. Lane 2, Snider. Lane 3, Canterbury. Lane 4, Carroll. 5, Homestead. 6, Concordia. 7, Bishop Lures. And 8, Northside. All right, after your first swimmer, you've got a really close race there between Homestead and Carroll. Homestead hitting the wall first, Carroll second, Canterbury third, Snider 4. Concordia 5, Wayne 6, Bishop Lures 7, Northside 8. Carroll first, Homestead second, Canterbury third, Snider 4, Concordia 5, Bishop Lures 6, Wayne 7, Northside 8. And with your last swimmer, you've got Carroll, Homestead, Canterbury, Snider, Concordia. Carroll first, Homestead second, Snider third, Canterbury 4. Concordia 5. State cut time here, 1:27.8. So Carroll made the state cut time, which doesn't matter because they won the event. Homestead just missed it by 16/100ths of a point. They've got a good shot, I'm sure, at getting called in to fill in those other spots. Snider finished third, Canterbury 4th, Concordia 5th, Wayne 6th, Bishop Lures 7, and Northside 8. All right, our next event, the 100-yard backstroke, Heat 1, Tristan Wild. Heat 2, Harrison Vonberg. Heat 3, Lane 3, Benjamin Lemming. Lane 4, Vaughn Hendrickson. Lane 5, Holden Robbins. Lane 6, Jack Voliva. Lane 7, Jacob. I wish he wasn't swimming next to Jack Deckard again. Jack Deckard in lane 7 and Alex Schenkel in lane 8. Stay cut time is 51:43. And at the halfway point, Holden Robbins, Hendrickson, Lemming, Voliva, Vonberg, Deckard, Schenkel. All right, here we come into the wall. Really close with the top 5. Hendrickson, Robbins, Voliva, Lemming, Vonberg. Deckard, Wild, and Schenkel. Tristan Wild from Concordia, one of those rare swimmer-diver combinations. We watched him this morning.
And like you said, if they dive, then that takes one of their swim events.
Right, he can only swim one individual swim event.
Yep.
Heat 2, lane 1, Ben Morton. Lane 2, Austin McGrogan. Lane 3, Drew Weiland. Lane 4, Evan Bushong. Lane 5, Noah Shearer. Lane 6, Benjamin Whitehill. Lane 7, Zach Purnell. Lane 8, Zachary Shaw. State cut time 51:43. And at the halfway mark, we have Bushong, Shearer, Weiland, McGrogan, Whitehill, Purnell, Morton, and Shaw. Evan Bushong got himself about a whole body length lead here to finish. And it is Bushong, Shearer, McGrogan, Purnell, Weiland, Whitehill, Shaw, Morton. Evan Bushong just missing the state cut time, but again, it doesn't matter because he won his event, so he will be going to the state meet. right, in the first heat of the breaststroke, we have in lane 1, Tristan Staton, 2, Dylan Welchel, 3, Caleb Walsh, 4, Thomas McComb, 5, Andrew Koenig, 6, Sam Hall, 7, Joseph Kipfer, and lane 8, Andrew Lee. The state cut time is 58:17. All right, a nice strong swim out of lane 4, Thomas McComb, and he comes in first. Second, Andrew Koenig. Third, Caleb Walsh. Four, Sam Hall. Five, Welshel. 6, Kipfer. 7, Staton. And 8, Lee. Heat 2, lane 1, Nick Eddy. Lane 2, Spencer Kern. Lane 3, Dimitri Paniotu. Lane 4, Cameron Luarde. Lane 5, Luke Lawson. Lane 6, Joshua Lee. Lane 7, Elliot Lochner. Lane 8, Aaron Coe. State cut time, 58:17. The record was set here 5 years ago by Shrensky. One of your closer heats here. We have at the halfway mark, Luarde, Lawson, Kern, Paniotu, Lee, Lochner, Coe, Eddy. All right, and the finish is Luarde, Kern, Lawson, Paniotu, Lee, Lochner, Coe, Eddy. State cut time, 58:17. You've got top 3 in for a state cut time. Good job, guys.
Wow, I was just looking up at that when you said that number. Yeah, top 3 going through.
Yep, Homestead, Carroll Homestead.
Punching their ticket to the state finals. That's always awesome and exciting for a high school athlete to get their chance to go down there to the big stage in front of everyone and show their skills.
And our winner, Cameron Luarde, also broke the sectional record by a considerable amount.
Well, there you go, punching it up, putting it on the big board here at Helen P. Brown Natatorium, get themselves a sectional record, which again is always nice to add to your collection of things over the years that you've accomplished through your high school athletics.
And we'll give the guys a cool down and an award ceremony, and then we have but one event left, the 400-yard freestyle relay, where each swimmer swims 100 yards. And again, there'll only be one heat of that because there were 8 teams entered Thursday night.
Well, I got to give a shout out again to my crew here. Aubrey Angenbrook on the tech directing, doing a fantastic job getting you the right camera shots, camera angles. Doug Kaiser running back and forth, making sure the cameras are zooming in, doing the work of the camera crew, and Suzanne with a great color and play-by-play call for us and skills and knowledge of the sport of swimming. I'm Mark Guitar, Technical Director of WRNS Productions, Snider High School. Again, we appreciate the support. If you're enjoying the broadcast, subscribe to YouTube channel Panther Pause PAUSE 2.0. Anyone subscribes helps, and you'll get updates on our future events. IHSAA for sanctioning us to bring this broadcast to you. Hope to do lots of IHSAA broadcasts in the future. Like to move ourselves through the rank, do some sectionals, regionals, and some semi-state action in other sports. So that's our goal and opportunity. If you get to, IHSAA sanctioning and they allow you to do some of those higher levels, that'd be awesome.
And we'll get all our thanks there in at the end, but again, thanks to you, Mark, and your crew for giving parents, grandparents, siblings, aunts and uncles, nieces and nephews, everyone an opportunity to watch this event. It's pretty cool, like you said, when you hear from people from Arizona who are watching. I know we've got people in Kentucky that are watching, and all around the country. So hopefully everybody here, spread the word to their far-flung relatives to have this great opportunity. All right, here we go. Last event of the day, the boys 400-yard freestyle relay in lane 1, Bishop Lures, lane 2, Bishop Twinger, lane 3, Snider, lane 4, Carroll, lane 5, Homestead, lane 6, Concordia, lane 7, Canterbury, lane 8, Northrop.
And once again, just impressive sectional here. Not sure the number of kids that have punched their ticket, but I know there have been several events, top 2, top 3, and I think we had one where the top 4 met this cut time. So that's amazing, great sectional action. Final event of the day.
All right, here we go. This relay, of course, they're all swimming 100 as opposed to the 200 free relay where they swam at 50, so this will last a little longer. Each swimmer is in the water a little bit longer. At the end of the first 50, we have Carroll and Homestead, Dwenger, Snider, Canterbury, Concordia, Northrop, and Lures. Carroll Homestead, Dwenger, Concordia, Canterbury, Snider. Carroll's extended their lead a little bit there over Homestead. Third place, Bishop Dwenger, 4th Snider, 5th Concordia. 6th Canterbury. Seven Northrop, 8 Lures. Carroll coming into the wall with about a complete body length lead. Over Homestead. Snider third, Concordia 4. Carolyn Homestead 1-2 still. All right, here we go. Concordia. All right, here we come at the finish. Carroll holding on to a little bit of a lead. Carroll over Homestead. Third place coming up. Concordia, fourth place. I don't know what happened there. Scoreboard's messed up. Snider finished fourth, I believe. All right, they'll have to get that straightened out. Now let's look at the times, though. 3:09. State cut time, 3:12. Okay, so Carroll and Homestead both making the state cut time there. All right, well, that was the last event of the day. Fellas are shaking hands and cooling down.
We'll get the awards here, and then we'll wrap the day up, folks. Once again, thanks for tuning in this afternoon. Appreciate it. If you enjoyed the broadcast, again, subscribe to the YouTube channel, WRNS Productions here, Snider High School, Fort Worth Community Schools. So subscribe to Panther Paws 2.0, PAUSE 2.0, and subscribe to our channel so you can see the upcoming events and things coming up. Appreciate you tuning in. And again, we're going to wrap it up here with the awards momentarily. So again, that was the last event of the day. We've been here a long day at Helen P. Brown Natatorium. We had the dive this morning. Was some phenomenal divers came through. Top 4 moving on to state, and then this afternoon
moving on to regionals.
Moving on to regional, exactly. Sorry, the confusing section. Where
it is odd that there is no in between ground for swimmers. It's sectional then state, but divers have sectional, regional, state, all within the same time period because state is all next Saturday for Friday and Saturday.
We were discussing that with my wife this morning too on how that works.
All right, those of you looking at the board, the placings are incorrect, and it looks like they've got it straightened out down on the deck. Snider 4th, Concordia 3rd, and then Homestead and Carroll both making the state cut time. For those of you looking on to the next phase for swimming, then the prelims will be Friday. I assume they'll do it the same way they did the girls' sectionals and break the prelims into 2 different sessions. With there are 20 sectionals, and so the even-numbered sectionals, or the odd-numbered sectionals, I believe, swam at noon, and the even-numbered sectionals later at like 5 o'clock, I believe. So COVID protocol, having multiple sessions, and then the top swimmers from Friday's prelims will go on to swim in the finals on Saturday in Indianapolis at the IUPUI Natatorium, which is a beautiful facility.
Yes, and that'll be next Friday and Saturday, happening down in the Indy. And congratulations to all our swimmers today.
Yep,
a
great
fantastic day across the board. Divers, again, awesome performance this morning. They did, like I said, just great day all the way around for Fort Wayne swimming in the area swimming. Again, thanks to Helen P. Brown Natatorium, Southside High School for allowing us here. Thanks to you, Suzanne Kaiser, for doing a great job bringing in the SAC and then coming to the regional action, doing your homework, doing your research. I do greatly appreciate one again to talk about great things at Snider, having the resources available, people that have the knowledge. The dive coach, Miss Giant, she's the one helped us out with gymnastics and doing the call on that. So, and again, your husband, Doug, doing our cam work, working the crew, and then Aubrey Ankenbrook, our amazing tech director over here, doing a great job keeping our cameras straight. Any last words there?
No, I was just going to say thanks again to you and your program and giving this opportunity to so many fans outside of the building. So it's been fun. I thank you for asking me to do this. I think it's probably the end of my commentating career, but I have enjoyed it.
I don't know. We might be able to persuade you to come back out of retirement next year, or we'll get Tyler to come up because he says he's interested in trying it.
Yeah, he would have loved to have
So
been
we'll
up
bring
here.
Tyler on board to do the play-by-play for us next year. Once again, I'm Mark Guitar, Technical Coordinator of WRNS Productions, Snider High School. Thanks to Chad Hessong for bringing the program back. LTV 54 for all their technical support. Tim Moriarty and Elizabeth Lord Carey and Fort Wayne Community Schools for allowing this opportunity. Again, thanks. It was been fun. Appreciate it. And we are out, guys. Have a great day.